I haven't talked about Star Wars in a little bit because there really hasn't been that much to cover. I guess the biggest thing that happened in the past couple of weeks, in my opinion, would be Jon Favreau coming out and pretty much saying that the people on YouTube are right and that old fans should be respected. The people that helped build what was there should be respected, and that the original trilogy should be respected. It's a great piece that he put out. I was glad to see it. And I really think as long as he's involved with some stuff, that maybe there'll be some changes. Though it's really all going to depend on if they kick out Kathleen Kennedy or not. We'll see if that happens. I hope they do. Be great to get her out of there. But every once in a while, there's some really good comedy to cover. So we have this Star Wars Bounty Hunters, issue number 4. Don't know anything about this comic. I haven't been reading it. Honestly, I forgot it even existed. I remember they announced this a while ago, and with the lockdown and everything shutting down, I think it just kind of got memory hold, because this is probably the first issue to come out in a while, because comics are kind of just starting to ramp back up right now. So it probably just came out of nowhere. I didn't even see it on the shelves when I went to go pick up my comics on Wednesday. But people are furious with this comic. Furious because Boba Fett apparently takes out a woman who is into other women, and therefore, I guess that is super plot armor, which means that you should not touch that character. Basically, that character should be safe for all time and never face any kind of danger from other characters. It's really weird. Let me show you. Here's a review from, what is this website called? It's like Star Wars Net, the Resistance Broadcast, or Star Wars News Network or something. I've never heard of them. Data Racer pointed all this out to me. I'm just going to read the first part of this because it's absolutely hilarious. Let's look at this. Review. A vile trend continues in Marvel's Bounty Hunters number 4. Bounty Hunter returns this week. There should be a giant trigger warning on the cover of this book.
What a story, Mark.
It's easily one of the most vile, disturbing Star Wars stories I've ever read. The depiction of violence against women takes Star Wars to a new low. And I advise no one waste their money on this book or the following issues. If you are curious about the story, I'll do my best to summarize it as we usually do in our reviews. But this series went from mediocre to rotten. This is what all the fuss is about, by the way, I guess. So this is the woman right here. You can see her. She gets blasted by blaster fire. And then Boba Fett is standing over her, says, "Lash Valiance. Been a while. I've come a long way to take you out." This is it. So people are upset that Boba Fett has apparently taken out a woman that digs women. And they seem to also forget that Boba Fett is actually a villain. I don't know. This happened with Darth Vader. If you remember, I think this was like 2 years ago. There was a Darth Vader comic, and this crazy woman that's obsessed with him, like, goes into his rejuvenation chamber, or whatever you call that thing that he heals in, like where he can take his suit off. And she goes in there, and she's like, "Darth Vader, we can be together now." And then he impales her with his lightsaber. People are freaking out about that too. But this is what everybody's freaking out about. I don't really see the problem. I mean, this is how you make plots interesting. I don't know if the book is mediocre or not. I haven't been reading it. I might change that now, though, just because so many people are butthurt about it. And there's quite a bit. Data Racer 117 was kind enough to collect these tiers. So I'd like to give him a shout out at Data Racer 117. Check him out over on Twitter. He collects tiers quite often over Star Wars and many other properties. We can take a look at some of these and maybe read a few of them, just so you guys can kind of get an idea here of what's going on. So Star Wars comics are never gonna stop portraying men senselessly killing women, huh? I hope the authors of this comic get fired. I'm so tired of consuming Star Wars stories that make me feel like the men creating them hate me. They hate women. Wasn't planning to start the day with a good long cry about Star Wars, but here we are again. Crying about Star Wars. When you read a comic book and you have a good long cry. What is going on? How are you so sensitive? Look at this one. Hashtag SW hates women. This has never been new. The problem with allowing 99% of men to create things in your fandom is blatant misogyny and phobia and racism. I think LF needs a sensitivity reader. I don't know whose thought it would be for a Boba Fett comic that shows violence against women. That's disgusting on so many levels. And there's more. There's more right here. Look at this. Wow, the fact that they hate women cannot get any more obvious. So hashtag Star Wars definitely hates women, huh? It's just what it feels. Hashtag SW hates women. Lucasfilm needs every way to showcase how much they hate women. Yep. Look at this one. They use asterisks here to stop people from seeing that it's Comicsgate in the thing. It's so sickening to see something that I loved, that helped me during dark times, continue to hurt me and side with bigots as I get older. The irony of the writer of said comic tweeting against Comicsgate while writing such a toxic and misogynist story. So you get the idea. Lots of really funny hot takes. But you know what's really funny is there's not really that many scenes even in Star Wars where I think women get taken out. But if you look at this screen cap that Steven the Fandom Menace illustrator shows us here, men don't have a very good time in Star Wars, as you can see. They usually are the ones that meet the end of a lightsaber quite often. I find this one with Ben Solo down here. Remember Rey had to kiss him or whatever to bring him back to life? Maybe I'm wrong. I only watched the movie one time because it's so bad. But yeah, this is something. I found this quite hilarious. But, we're just going to conveniently forget about that. If anything, it seems like Boba Fett supports equality to me. Nobody is safe from his blaster fire. But apparently, just one woman gets taken out and everyone loses their mind. You can't have that kind of plot armor. That would make all of the female characters uninteresting if nothing could happen to them. This is how you make stories good. Now, whether the story is good or not, I don't know. I think I am going to pick it up now and review it, and we'll talk about it probably on my other channel. But anyway, here we are. What do you guys think about this, though? I'd like to hear your thoughts. Also, if you would, please throw a like up, share the video. Make sure you still subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.